The broken watch. Daniel checked his watch for the third time in 5 minutes. The bus was late. His fingers tapped anxiously against his thigh as he stood at the crowded stop, glancing around as if the force of his impatience might somehow make the bus appear. He hated feeling like this, like time was slipping through his fingers. There was always something to do, always another deadline, another task waiting to consume him. The ticking of his watch felt like a metronome, counting out the seconds he was losing. Finally, the bus arrived. Daniel squeezed in, holding onto a metal pole as he jostled between tired commuters. He checked his watch again, the small second hand spinning relentlessly. But just as he was about to look away, the watch face went blank. The ticking stopped. Panicked, he shook it, held it to his ear, even tapped the glass. Nothing. The watch, his constant companion, had broken. At work, Daniel felt disoriented without it. He kept flicking his wrist instinctively, only to be greeted by silence. He had his phone, of course, but checking the time on it felt less satisfying, like it lacked the certainty of the old ticking. He felt disconnected, floating through the day without his usual marker of control. That evening, frustrated and exhausted, he walked home through a nearby park. He checked his wrist out of habit and sighed when he saw the dead watch face. As he looked up, though, something strange happened. He didn't immediately think about time. Instead, he noticed the golden glow of the sunset spilling through the trees, the gentle rustle of leaves, the distant sound of a child laughing. A breeze brushed against his skin, cool and sharp, and for the first time in days, he realized he was actually feeling the moment instead of rushing through it. Daniel sat on a bench, watching the sun dip below the horizon. Without the constant reminder of ticking seconds, he felt oddly free. Time wasn't something he needed to grasp or measure. It was simply unfolding, moment by moment, whether he counted it or not. The next day, he didn't bother getting the watch fixed. Instead, he let his days flow naturally. He still had deadlines, still had responsibilities, but he found himself more present, more aware of the life happening around him. His days felt fuller, not because he had more time, but because he was finally living in it. And so, the broken watch stayed in his drawer, a quiet reminder that sometimes losing track of time is the best way to find yourself. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for your daily dose of motivation and mindfulness. See you in the next video.